You know what nobody wants to talk about? That England's women just made football history. Twice. Back-to-back Euro wins. 2 European crowns in a row. And somehow, it's getting swept under the rug like it's no big deal. If this was the men's team, the Queen would have risen from the grave to hand out knighthoods. They'd be building statues in Trafalgar Square, changing street names, everything. But the Lionesses quietly dominated Europe and barely got half the credit they deserved. And that's what I'm here to talk about. Because this wasn't just a feel-good Cinderella story. This was personal. This was calculated. This was a mission. The English women's team didn't stumble into greatness. They built it. And trust me, there's a reason nobody wants to break down how they did it. Let's go back to 2017. England crashed out of the Euros in the semi-final. Barely made a dent in the media cycle. Then comes 2019. World Cup heartbreak again. It was starting to feel like the same old story. Good players, solid chances, but not enough bite to go all the way. And honestly, at that point, the cycle could have just repeated itself. But something changed. Not just the coach. The whole mindset flipped. They brought in Sarina Wiegman, the Dutch genius who had already won the Euros with the Netherlands. She didn't care about playing it safe. She wasn't here for press conferences or to make headlines. She came to win. And from day one, she set the tone. We're not here to participate, we're here to dominate. And the craziest part? She backed it up. While the men's game was busy debating VAR decisions and what color tie Gareth Southgate should wear, the women were building a quiet dynasty. No scandals, no distractions, just hard training, ruthless tactics, and a squad that believed in every second of it. Now, here's the wild part. Nobody's really talking about why they became so dominant, so fast. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. It feels like just yesterday, right? Chloe Kelly tearing her shirt off at Wembley, crowd going insane, England winning their first ever major women's tournament in 2022. That moment? That was supposed to be the peak. But nope, that was just the beginning. Fast forward 3 years. Different country, different weather, different pressure. And Chloe Kelly's doing it again. 4 massive goal contributions, off the bench, changing games like it's nothing. The Lionesses beat Spain, the reigning World Cup holders, in the Euro 2025 final. And it came down to the absolute chaos of penalties. It finished 1-1 after extra time, and then, boom! England win 3-1 in the shootout. And yeah, the penalties were rough. 5 out of 9 were either missed or saved. But guess who stepped up when it mattered most? Chloe Kelly. Again, calm, powerful, left side. Game over. That's 2 Euros in a row where she's been the hero. That's legendary stuff. But let's rewind. Spain were the better team in the final. Let's be real. More possession, more shots, more control. They got the opener too, with Mariona Caldente heading in a beautiful team move. England? They were under pressure, legs were heavy, players dropping like flies, but they stayed in it. Just before the hour mark, Alessia Russo equalized, and that moment flipped everything. It gave them belief. And belief is a hell of a drug in football, because what a lot of people don't realize is England were knackered. Every single knockout game went to extra time, 2 of them to penalties. They were holding themselves together with tape and adrenaline. Lauren James came off injured in the first half of the final. And Lucy Bronze? She played the whole tournament with a fractured tibia, a fractured bone in her leg, and she was still bombing up and down the wing like it was nothing. That's ridiculous. Kelly summed it up perfectly after the final whistle. We're English. You can't ever write us off. And honestly, she's right. But let's zoom out a bit. England's women have gone from a pipe dream to the blueprint for women's football across Europe. And the way they did it? Calm. Focused. You could tell they've been here before. That mindset, it comes from Sarina Wiegman. Since she took over, this team's been different. Her message was simple. Play with discipline. Know your role. Trust the system. And it works. This squad doesn't panic. They don't fold. Even in that final against Spain, when things were getting messy, they stayed in it, took it to penalties, held their nerve, got the job done. 650,000 fans across the tournament. Nearly every match sold out. Stadiums averaging 97% capacity. Since 2022, interest in the women's game has exploded. TV coverage is better. Sponsorships are growing. And the players, they're not just athletes anymore. You walk into a shop now and see everyone watches the Lionesses on a Nike t-shirt. After 2022, over 2.3 million girls and women started playing football in England. That's insane. Even the FA knows it. Their CEO literally said this tournament is going to turbocharge the game. And he's right. The WSL's growing. More people are watching. More kids are dreaming of being the next Chloe Kelly or Mary Earps. Leah Williamson said after the final, "I knew it was going to be our day." Not hope, not luck, just straight-up confidence. That's what separates them. And now they've built something permanent. They're not chasing respect anymore. And the rest of Europe? They're playing catch-up. You know what pushed this England team through the tough moments? It wasn't luck, and it wasn't just tactics. It was motivation. Real, personal motivation. That hunger to get their hands on that trophy. Motivation isn't always some big inspirational quote. Sometimes it's just knowing why you're doing something in the first place. So, if you're worried about your grades or how things will turn out, celebrate what you did do. So, yeah, take a page from the Lionesses. You don't have to win every game 10-0. Sometimes just getting over the line is enough. And that's okay. If that doesn't scream champions, I don't know what does. Let me know what you think. Was this England's greatest tournament run ever? Drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.